Hi, I'm Devashish. I'm a Rotman student. I just arrived in Toronto this week and I was in India before.
Hey there, my name is Derek and I'm heading into my second year in the Life Sciences program at the University of Toronto. I'm currently completing a double major in molecular genetics and physiology with a minor in psychology. And I'm from Markham, Ontario. So let's jump right into questions. Well, the transition from high school to university was definitely different than what I had originally thought due to the pandemic, and this is both in an academic and a social standpoint. In terms of academics, I really had to get used to the online environment, and in the beginning, I had little motivation to do any work. Over time, though, I did manage to fix my bad habits and I pulled through. The professors were also pretty understanding of our situation, and because not everyone was in the same time zone, the deadlines were pretty flexible, and that did help us a lot. In terms of my social life, interacting with classmates mostly online did have its pros and cons, but I was fortunate enough to be on campus and did meet some friends while I was there. But in general, it was hard for me to make lasting friendships in an online environment.
I think the transition was definitely easier. Online learning made it much easier because you didn't have to worry about any commute time. You didn't have to worry about not being able to submit your homework on time or to the right person. It was all there for you. All you had to do was go on the right place and submit at the right time. So it made it much easier, especially because for the first time when you plan your own schedules, etc., there are often times when you realize that, oh my god, my class is in 10 or 20 minutes. And suddenly, if it was in person, you might not be able to make it on time. But because it was online, we had that convenience. Uh, we had the Zoom links, the reminders, etc. And I thought that especially made the transition easier. I didn't feel as if my first year experience was robbed, and I felt as if I fulfilled my expectations for the first year. Both of them, at least partially, in the sense that I wanted to meet new people, I wanted to do new things, I wanted to have a schedule that was decided by myself, and I did achieve that. I felt like I was again able to meet new people. I was able to do everything that a college life entitled me to. And the reason why I say partially is because, again, I lacked that human connection where I wasn't able to meet people face to face. It was mostly over Zoom, over text, etc. And that kind of felt as if a bit of that was robbed. So I guess partial answer to both.
So one of the biggest challenges in my first year at UofT was adjusting to the workload and being able to deal with the stress. I think that my high school prepared me well for uni, but during the summer after my senior year, I didn't do much review or independent learning, so it really impacted my work ethic. My first semester at UofT was rough, and it was pretty much just me trying to figure out the online system, getting used to the marking scheme, and getting used to the topics being taught. So I always felt behind in schoolwork, and I realized that I had to do more outside of schoolwork in order to reach my goals. So this led to me feeling burnt out or tired during the day, and especially during exam season where it was really stressful because we had assignments and exams from every course within a 2-week period, and that was something pretty new to me. But I'm glad that I had classmates and friends to rely on during this difficult time.
So I think the biggest challenges I faced was not meeting anyone face to face, not being able to hang out with people after class, go for coffee, go for whatever. And I thought that kind of took away that connection which would have otherwise been, and it kind of caused a bit of distance, and what could have otherwise been, say, a good friendship or something. And I felt that was one challenge. Another thing was, I think, the time zone difference, which was a huge challenge. So doing my first year online from India, I was almost in the opposite time zone where I had my classes starting at 6:30 in the evening at the earliest and ending maybe even at 2 or 3 in the night. And that really kind of messed up the biological clock. But that was one significant challenge which I felt online learning posed for us.
So I know that I talked about some of my struggles during my first year, but I also had some great positives. So as I mentioned earlier, I was fortunate enough to be on campus over the past year, so it was great to explore the area in downtown and with some of the friends that I met. I got a better feel of the campus, and now I'm more familiar with where I need to go for my second year, mainly the buildings and the classroom areas. I also managed to join some clubs to pass the time, more notably DECA, which I continued from high school, and Ascend UofT, where we organized business-centered events for students. So these experiences were both fun and rewarding, and it allowed me to connect better with the university community. I also managed to improve my grades during second semester and get on the Dean's List, which is something that I'm super proud of. And now I have a clearer idea of what I actually want to study, which is something that I was previously confused with in high school.
I thought my positive experiences were group projects, my club, which is Ascend UofT, and getting my grades back for the second sem at least. So group projects really kind of made me meet people, made me work with people, and that was quite a lot of fun while we were working, because it was like you guys are in the same class, you guys have the same prof, etc. And so naturally everything you're thinking about, the person opposite is also thinking about. And I felt that was just a very cool thing. For my club, that was a combination of things I wanted to do, that is meet new people, socialize, network, etc., as well as doing some sort of work for actual use. So being able to develop skills for yourself, being able to do stuff. I felt that was a thing that I really needed and I really got. So I really enjoyed my club during my first year. And finally, I thought my grades, which came as memorable experience to me. And yeah, after school, that was the first time that it was completely on me. And I thought that was a really memorable experience for me. So I thought definitely academics was an exceeding, just because I had the convenience of having the entire recorded lectures. So I didn't have to worry about missing something in my notes, etc. I could review everything before the exam, etc. And I thought that was just a convenience that really helped me exceed my academics. Again, recorded lectures, online homework, etc. helped the learning experience, because whenever you didn't understand, you didn't worry about having gone astray. You didn't worry about explaining to yourself something that was completely wrong, or something that the professor and the textbook were completely disagreeing with. You could always go back, refer to it. And ways it could have been better, again, I felt socially it could have been better in the sense I didn't get to meet as many people as I wanted face to face. Most of my classes were people with cameras off, and after the class was over, there was no kind of more socializing happening. So it was like after the class was over, usually it's just while people are going out, you meet somebody, you chat with people, etc. In online learning, once the Zoom lecture was over, it was over. People didn't start up a new link just to chat. So I felt that was something that could have been better, where just getting to know people who are in, say, the same class as you, same interests as you, etc., was a bit lacking in my opinion. I think it's helped me transition better from high school to second year. Definitely, if I had gone straight up, then I would have had a huge trouble managing my schedule. I felt first year gave me that buffer time which I needed, and kind of gave me something in between the two, not here, not there, which really helped me with my first year, which really helped me with my first and second year planning after. So I felt that was something that it has made me more ready for.
So something that I'm looking forward to most once we return to campus is hopefully we get back to the normal university life. You know, I miss being in a physical classroom with peers because I learned a lot better face to face, and I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and meeting new people. I'm also excited to go back downtown and hopefully explore the area a lot more now that restrictions are a little better. And I'm also excited to participate in more extracurricular activities. So whether that's working in a lab or volunteering or perhaps joining more clubs and participating in events, I think that after a year of staying indoors a lot of the time, I'm ready to go out and make the most of it.
Meeting people face to face this time. I really want to meet with people who I've maybe met with before, never met before, etc. Have conversations with them, hang out, just talk in class, doodle, whatever. Like, have that human connect, which we missed out in our first year. I want to return on campus and walk through places which everyone's been bragging about. Oh, you know what? This is the most beautiful place on campus. This is the most horror-filled place on campus. Like the legendary Robarts Library. I wanted to visit that and just know that I'm going to be crying here. The examination hall where I know that it's going to be huge pressure while going in, and while coming out, maybe not so much.
So overall, I would rate my first year at UofT an 8 out of 10. I think that despite the challenges that I had, I definitely did have a good time, and I'm excited to start my second year this coming fall.
Overall, my first year at UofT was around a 7 on 10 because it was more relaxed than what I thought it would be. It was more fun than what I thought it would be. It was more convenient than what I thought it would be. But it was also less impersonal than what I thought it would be. So overall, a 7 on 10. The 3 is out just because of the human connect.